Welcome back to Dublin&Dragons, the Castle of Liquid Shadows. My name is Axel and I'm going to be your dungeon pastor for this session. And now, a reading from the Book of the Raven Queen. Let's get started.
My name is Amy and I play Lanius.
I am Ali and I play Keiko.
I'm Katie and I play Akika.
I'm Orla and I play Kala.
I'm Cormac and I play Basha.
I'm Chris and I play Ged.
When last we left our heroes, they were gathering money in order to buy a magical tin whistle of Satanta.
And we did the maths off screen. Yay!
Yeah, we did do the maths off screen.
It took embarrassingly long.
It sure did.
None of us have calculators. They did gather enough money to buy this tin whistle of Satanta from Garmondo and Golderbrand's fabulous antiques. And Garmondo says, "Oh, you're back.
Yes, we've done some shopping around and we would
You've done some shopping.
Yes.
You spent money.
No, the opposite of that.
We did the anti-shopping. Earning.
We did some window
Can
shopping.
we please have the whistle?
Do you have 150 gold?
Yes,
Yes,
we
you
do.
Would you look at that? How much of that was you?
Less than you'd think.
Allow me to go and get the whistle for you. And he trots up the stairs, merrily talking away to himself about how he's ripping these people off.
Is there any nice jewellery around the place that's like nice and blue and worth 10 gold or lower?
Roll me a fairly hefty investigation check there.
Hey!
What is up with you?
And that one.
That's
so
that
many
one.
ones. Why have I gotten so many ones?
The dice don't like a
Oh,
Kika.
no, they don't.
Oh,
Are you gonna knock something over?
Huh?
Never mind.
Oh, no fun.
man. Yeah, you don't even know what jewelry is. You're
No.
suddenly colorblind.
Yeah.
No, like
no.
in the process of looking for jewelry, you accidentally like catch a reflection in a mirror and are blinded for an hour.
Oh no!
Oh, that's so mean.
I told you I was mean on that once, guys. It's my dinner.
Can I have a look for a nice magic sword?
You can have a look for a nice magic sword. Roll me an investigation check.
I'm gonna just like fumble around and try to find just try to find cake and just like huddle in under your wing for like the next hour.
9.
You don't find it. You don't find a nice sword. Never mind a nice magic sword.
Aww.
Garmando comes back down the stairs, holding the tin whistle out in front of him as if it's made of glass and paper, and puts it gently down on the counter and says,
Can I inspect it closely to make sure it's the same one?
"It is the same one.
Definitely?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely the same one.
Cool.
Or a really, really, really good forgery
That you did in 2 hours.
that I did in 2 hours."
While telling to Lanius the
Hidden talent.
entire time.
Yeah, it's just like Lanius is just watching him make the thing.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, yeah,
Just checking. Just
Yeah.
checking.
Is that everything? Can I help you with anything else?
Does anyone else have anything else they want to buy?
Yeah. Do we know the other 4 tin whistles, the ones that can summon?
Well, we don't want those.
Well, I mean, if you
Yeah,
want.
I'd like
you
one.
can buy them.
Yeah. If you got the money for it,
You want-
like
Yeah, I got the money for
The
it.
red one?
Yeah, get the red one.
Yeah, I'll take the red tin whistle.
10, it was 10.
Was it Tango?
No, the red one was more.
Was it?
red
one was
25.
Yeah, the red tin
25.
whistle is 25 gold.
Alright, I'll take the red tin whistle. And is there any swords around that I could...
No. I don't unfortunately deal in weapons because I'm not allowed deal in weapons.
Because
For
of reasons.
weapons, everybody has to go to the shop called Sure It's Only a Nick.
Because of the jacks, right?
Because of the jack.
Yeah.
Which of the jacks owns It's Only a Nick?
None of them. Nick owns It's Only a Nick.
Oh.
I believe this is commerce and price fixing stuff.
You have to have a certain license to be able to sell weapons in this city, and I do not have it.
Alright, well, I'll take the tin whistle.
That'll be 25 gold pieces, please, sir.
Okay.
I have to do one, sorry, but...
Lovely doing business with you all.
Yeah.
You can't play tin whistles, you have a beak.
No, I know, I'm just holding on to it.
Okay, I'm just letting you know for future.
No, I know that,
You can't
yeah.
play
Yeah.
tin whistles,
I
you
know.
are in fact a bird.
I am a bird, I know. I'm just holding on to it for safekeeping.
You can whistle all by yourself there.
That's true.
You are a whistle.
I mean,
Is that a euphemism for something?
I
No,
sure
we were
hope
talking
not.
about Lanny's whistle earlier on, so you know. I mean,
You can't talk about that. You didn't see that. That doesn't exist.
no one sees that.
So we move swiftly
I'm
towards
sorry, Lanny.
the river, I guess.
Maybe best not to summon a massive water guardian in the middle of
Where-
the day.
I mean,
Well, where should we summon it?
I know it was at the river. Is there any like quiet places?
We should go back to the Queen's Garden. We talk to the princess.
you think okay. But she didn't want to tell us anything else about it, so, I mean, she's just gonna be like, you still haven't gotten me that scale.
Yeah, she just wants the scale.
I don't
She's
think
gonna
that's what
feed
she
you that,
sounded
like-
like.
No,
That
but I'm not very
one
good at
medium
impersonations. I have minus one
NPC
to
dialogue
performance.
from a game. And just be like,
Yeah.
have you got me that thing yet? No. I don't have any more pre-written dialogue.
Where can we go then?
You know the city. Where's the quietest spot by the river?
Like,
There's that place with the mysterious crab.
oh yes, the one on mysterious crab
That
that
one
everyone in the
mysterious
city knows.
crab that I drew on the map when I was born.
What
It's
I
a lot
know,
of blank space on a crab.
How about maybe towards the docks at night, maybe?
would I know anywhere within the city that doesn't get like a lot of traffic?
You know that people tend to stay clear of where the shagman does his fishing.
Yeah.
What?
This is gonna...
I
Me
can't
poking fun of the
wait.
crab is gonna come
I
back and bite us.
can't wait for
Oh,
whatever the
There
hell
is-
this is.
One area near the water, but people don't go near it for a good reason.
Oh?
Well, because of the Shagman.
And why is he called that?
Because he's a Shagman.
Oh, of course.
I think this may be a colloquialism we're not familiar with.
He's the shag man.
Yeah, he's the man with the shags.
Yes.
Okay.
Would I know like what time he hangs around so we could avoid him, or is it kind of loosey goosey?
Off this nat one.
I wanna say I don't know if Nick, thank you by the way for your extensive documentation of the Shagman. I'm so happy with it. But I don't know, like high and low tide. Ooh, he would come out at low tide because the river is at the highest tide, the water level is above the door. Yeah, so we'd be out at low tide. So low tide.
Right.
Shagman is around.
But
We'll go at high tide
the
then.
high tide still won't be able to be there, but he also won't be there.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
Can I roll to know about tides?
What? Tides. You've read all of these books and you don't know about
not
tides.
to know what tides are, to know what time high and low tide are.
Because
For real though, does anybody know? Because I fucking know.
Yeah, high tide, depending on where you are,
Yeah.
it'll be at different levels and it'll change for the lunar cycle. So it'll be a very high tide right now because canonically it was the full moon like
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Okay, how close are we to the river right now? Because I could just fly up and just check if the tide is low or high.
You're in the Jackhaven Centre of Commerce, which is like down that way. So
Would I be able to see if I flew up? What do you think?
yeah, do a big O fly, and you see that the tide is very high.
Okay.
Let's go now!
What you also see is that there is a lone skiff sitting on the river
Okay.
with a single person in it.
Okay, can I like try and see like any of the details or?
You're too high up at this point, so you have to see over all the buildings. It's just a little speck on the river.
I'm going to come down and relay this to the gang.
I think we should just go now. I mean, even if one person in a boat sees something, everyone's gonna think they're crazy. We can just
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of crazy people in the city, so you know.
yeah. I don't necessarily
Yeah.
think it's gonna be an issue.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
We can maybe get a better like gauge of like that person and you know if they're official or anything.
Once we get there. Yeah, like if it has a big sign on it going, the Jacks are watching. Like,
And look, if he bothers us, I can just Eldritch blast him down the river.
or
There's a big sign by the river which says, "Please no summoning of the Guardian of the City by order of the City Watch."
So we're going to pretend we didn't see that.
yeah. No summoning. It's within the city limits.
Oh, do you know what I just remembered?
What?
You're fucking blind.
I am. Fuck.
Oh,
Hang on.
sure.
Yeah, can we not have like waited an hour before I went into
Yeah, it's already
whatever,
done.
yeah.
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 Whoops.
Pesky apple.
But like I do go back and just curl right under your wing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, is this sign that says no something?
It doesn't exist.
We made that
We
sign.
made that up. It's not actually
They're
there.
both imaginary signs.
It was a jape.
Clever
Well, it's a
ruse.
joke.
It was a clever ruse.
Alright,
Could have
you guys are
tried
heading
specific
towards the river.
signs.
Right. Are you getting
No summoning of creatures medium or higher within city limits.
Obviously, you were like 5 or above.
Whoops.
Okay.
Are you guys walking back towards the river, or are you gonna get a Lewis wagon?
I think we should walk because
Walk.
we don't want the Kenku to see us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know those kangaroos talk.
I mean,
Mostly Ding Ding and Lewis, but you know, they
They
get the message.
they can literally relay
Yeah.
what we
Ding
say
Ding.
Yeah.
to the watch if they want to.
Yeah, that's true. Word for word, in your exact
In our own
words.
voice. Really hard
Yeah.
to deny
Oh,
we say.
yeah. They are a recording device.
They are recording devices.
Yeah.
It'd be like taking a
They're their own
like
CCTV.
taking the FBI with you to a crime.
It's a real case of you said.
Jesus.
So we get
Yeah,
to
we're
the
gonna walk.
river.
You get to the river, and the man on the skiff
Oh boy.
That boy.
is, as Lanius knows all too well,
Oh hell, he's out.
he's the Shag Man. He's a wiry man of about 40 years who, as each year passes, comes to look more and more like his shags. He walks with his knees slightly bent, lean backside stuck out, and with a slight bird-like stoop. He gesticulates wildly with his arms as he talks rapidly to himself in a reedy voice. He has a long, thin nose, bulging eyes, and his greenish-black hair with algae growing in it sticks up in an elaborate quiff at the front of his head. He's wearing a tight suit of grey-green sharkskin leather and black winkle picker boots. He smells overwhelmingly of fish
And we can smell him from here.
and guano.
Oh boy.
Circling around him, there are 3 shags.
Right, the birds. Okay, cool. I'm back on board.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
There it is.
Is
There
everybody
it is.
familiar with what a shag is, and not in the sexy sense, in the bird sense?
Like a cormorant. It looks
They're
like
like
a cormorant.
cormorants.
They're just
Yeah.
seabirds. Yeah.
Looks a lot like a cormorant.
And these 3 cormorants, shags, they're wearing these really pretty, like arcane looking collars. And as you watch what's going on, one of them dives straight down into the thick, sludgy water of the river and comes back up a couple of seconds later with half of an eel's tail sticking out of its beak. And it lands on the skiff in front of the shagman and drops the eel on the deck of the skiff. And then goes back up into the air and starts circling again.
Cool.
Cool.
I think this doesn't even necessarily matter, because if there's one person no one is necessarily going to talk to, this seems like maybe the guy. So I think we could maybe just carry on.
Let's keep an eye on him anyway. I
Yeah,
think.
in case he
Yeah.
sticks his birds on us.
Those look like the kind of birds that would be suck
On someone.
suck upon one. I had to complete the sentence. I'm sorry.
Is this man okay? Does he not require some form of medical or psychiatric aid?
I'm sure he requires a lot of it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about these birds. But
Oh no, they've also been doing that for years. I know what they're doing.
not concerned for them. Concerned about them, if that makes sense. Like, as in, there's a lot. It's quite a good enchantment to have birds doing what you want all the time, every day for years.
Yes.
Just that. That's pretty much my whole point.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Wonder if
So-
you can get those little collars for you new friends here.
No.
Big no. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't appreciate the company, but they kind of go against the aesthetic.
well,
You know, you could get little just little raven hats or something for them.
Little masquerade masks
Oh.
with rainy beaks.
Oh, I love that.
oh no.
We gotta keep an eye out for that, okay?
Okay.
Custom, I think it'll be custom
Yeah.
work.
Custom work. Okay, so are we going ahead with this then, guys?
I think the Ged should do it.
Well, I can't because I can't use these things.
Oh, yeah.
I think Ged should play the whistle.
Okay.
Okay.
I play the whistle.
I need you to roll performance, but I also need to know exactly what it is that you are playing on this tin whistle. Do not say come out you black and tans, I will hide you.
Can't literally not think of a single other song now that you've said
I
that.
actually wasn't going to say that.
Menya.
Fields of Athenry.
Enya.
Do you know Jackhaven's anthem?
No, can you sing it for me? And I'll play it.
Lads, if you break out into a rendition of Our Own Fian, I will actually give all of you inspiration.
Oh my god. I know the verse.
I don't.
Yeah.
How far into it do we need to get?
All the way. Like,
No.
for the whole
Another
No.
first 3 words.
The whole
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, no.
I can't remember how it
cheating.
starts. It's been like since primary school.
Yeah, I know.
Gonna feel a fall.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically it starts
Da,
should
da,
leave
da.
ugly doom cordy covering McBreaver Kilver.
Well, you might as well do the rest of it now, or like.
I did a whole sentence of the verse before you get to the chorus. Should have been a fall is in fact the chorus.
Chorus.
Yeah.
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 Right, well, do we know any songs with water in it? Or to do with water?
What do you know?
Under the sea. Let's not sing any more of it because
Oh my
they are
god, play
litigious.
Bocce Nailaby.
Yeah, it's definitely Body Nailaby. Come on.
Okay.
Go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Alright.
roll me performance, and then get ready to sing Bocce Nailaby.
Oh no.
I don't know. 10 plus... Where is it? 14.
Yeah. Is what you're about to sing public domain?
Yes, I
I'm
don't
not-
think there's a lot
I'm
of
not saying
copyright for Body Nailaby.
I don't know what that is.
Bocce Nailaby? It's like a proper Gael pop song.
It's a lullaby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than a Whack a Woman's Gonna You start to play this tin whistle. And you know, like you paid attention when you were in 3rd class. You still know your way around a tin whistle. And the song is quite nice. But when the Guardian does appear, he's not.
Just like Body Nailaby.
It is about drowning. Maybe we should have picked a
Oh.
different song. Sorry, all Irish lullabies are about drowning. I'm sorry.
I wanted to sing a nice song about how it was nice in the ocean.
Oh no, Phylum dies. He super dies in
I
that
was
song.
gonna break into Waterfalls by TLC. Definitely would have got sued.
Okay.
And the way that the Guardian of the Sea appears is gradual and not really that evident at first. It starts as a single thread of what looks like sparklingly clear water coming up out of this thick, greeny, sludgy soup that is going through the River Salach. And more threads start to join it until they've weaved themselves into a plait, and then into another plait, and then into another plait, and those plaits weave together and start to form the trunk and the neck, and then the very sharp, very pointy head of this massive dragon, made entirely of the purest, cleanest water.
We maybe should have looked into a different water source.
I mean, this is just our one water source.
And
This
it
is the duck pond.
looms. Please don't summon it in the duck pond. There's not enough water in there.
Totally should have summoned it in the duck pond.
Summon it in a bucket in the stag's head. Like,
Yeah.
Tiny little dragon. Yeah, much easier.
All the angry swans then if we done.
Hey, put it in a bottle and you give it to the princess.
Yeah.
that doesn't help.
No.
And its like gigantic head just looms over the 6 of you. And people stop. And people stare.
I thought there were no people. We didn't check.
No, we just
This thing is big enough that
we
it's
just walked to the
Yeah.
river in the middle of town
That's
and
true.
summoned a dragon.
No, we went kind of out towards like.
Not that far.
Oh well.
You're wait,
We
so you guys are at the
basically on
crowd.
Custom House Key.
You're
Oh.
in between the custom
Yeah.
house and Trinity College.
Oh, that's the middle. That's like.
That's the
basic.
IFS. Like people work there.
Yeah.
People are in their office buildings just like, what the fuck is going on out there? Are you shooting another national lottery ad?
Okay, so
And it stares at the six of you, each one of you in turn, for what feels like an age, but it's probably maybe about 4 seconds each. And then it waits. And the Shagman is over there doing his nut. Because
Ah, poor Shagman.
what have you done?
oh my god.
Why did you do that?
You broke the levels on me.
Why would you do that?
We have our reasons, hi.
Sorry, there's a good reason.
Put it back before it kills us all.
Hopefully.
Lanius.
How would we do that?
I don't know. You're the one who caused this.
We didn't really figure that out before we went.
Guys, I think it's rude to talk about the Guardian of the City in front of the Guardian of the City. You should...
Lanius bows to it and greets us in Elven.
Oh, bowing.
Also Barry.
Yeah.
Bowing,
Yeah.
joining in.
Bowing.
And he explains the situation, that the royalty of this city is in danger. Its princess calls for your aid and your protection. Will you grant it?
That's great, and Alania's. The Guardian of the City doesn't speak Elven. So it just continues to stare at you.
Okay, I tried the same thing because I did understand Lanius. I tried the same thing in Sylvan.
Same result.
Can
we try it
anyone
in
speak
common?
Draconic?
Nope.
Yes, I can.
Oh.
Shit. Okay.
I've got Elven, Undercommon, Sylvan,
No.
and Celestial.
Can I try and just give that general just again in Draconic?
You can.
Yes.
Same response. You just get stared to fuck out of it.
I try Celestial.
Same response.
Or have we? Okay, I just tried common. I dropped the pretense and I say it in common.
Same response.
Okay, well it was worth a shot. In case we're just being real dumb about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that's my other language.
I don't comprehend languages, but it needs to speak before I'd understand it.
Yeah. So
It is the guardian of this city.
That's what it's called.
I suppose we could give Undercommon a go.
Starry bud.
No, it doesn't speak Undercommon.
Okay.
Story horse.
Aracagra?
That's not a language.
No, I know. I just tweet out.
I mean, 250 characters and send.
That's
Well,
all I
like
got.
Orin and Aquin are quite similar, right? Because they're both primordial
already
based
tried Orin.
language.
We've tried Orin. It's no.
It did sort of tilt its head a little bit
Yeah.
at Orin. I was like, they're trying. but
Okay,
I
so
don't know.
primordial or Aquin are obvious things
It-
here. None of us speak it.
Keeps looking at Ged because Ged is the one that has the tin whistle, and it's kind of looking at Ged as if to say, God damn it, you woke me up. What do you want?
Do you just try talking and see if it just understands you because you're holding the whistle?
Yeah. Hi.
What?
Yeah, we really
That could have saved
Yeah.
my time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, that would have made sense.
We have summoned you. We apologize for waking you up, but the city is in danger and the princess requires your aid.
It sounds like such a PSA. Wow.
Ged is literally
new.
like, he's gargling.
I'm very.
I am so afraid. I'm going to be super polite, and I'm still hungover, so I'm very careful with what I'm saying.
Good idea.
Yeah.
City in danger. Explain.
The castle has been taken over by demons, and the princess is fearing for her life. We were told we needed to get a scale off of you and
To guarantee
Give
her
her a-
protection.
guarantee her protection.
Acceptable. On one condition.
What condition?
You
going through an alcohol withdrawal as well.
You don't need to tell it
No, you
that.
can say that up. Keep that to yourself. You're okay. Just keep going, keep going.
Prove yourself through sword, through shield, and through staff. I will judge you worthy, or I will send you away.
Just ask if it's just you or if it's like any people.
Can we understand what it's saying?
No.
I'm just
Oh.
assuming.
They're gargling like mouthwash at each other.
Okay.
Speaking of gargling, like.
Is it just me, or is it also my friends?
Your friends may participate.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Got have to prove ourselves through sword, shield, and staff.
Okay.
Do we
What?
have to fight the dragon or fight
None of us
something
have
else?
He hasn't.
I mean, I can cast a lot of shield things
Could
on
you
myself.
ask that? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, sir, what would the tests entail?
Prove yourself to me through sword, staff, and shield.
How? Sir.
In my direction.
I can get my AC up to 20. Is anybody higher than that?
No, 18.
We have to prove himself. We have to prove ourselves to him in his direction. That's all he's saying.
So show what we can do
I
in
quietly
front of
cast
him.
mage armor on myself.
Okay, so to show what we can do.
Shogunai takes note of the fact that Kala has cast mage armor on herself because he can see colors. He can see flavors.
That's fine.
And he dips his head ever so slightly.
I did my head back. I did it on purpose.
Okay.
Guys,
Yes.
roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh my
We
god.
can do this now, fine.
We're
16.
not necessarily fighting. 13.
20.
15.
No, you got a plus
Oh,
2. 17.
17. That's the first time I've ever been quick off the...
Yeah.
Also, can you cast Mage Armor? Did you just sell all of your,
Not all of them. I kept some on purpose because I knew I was
Okay.
going to have them.
Okay, Lannius, what do you got? 18?
how far are you up to in...
20.
20?
How far can you get up to it
20.
by yourself?
20.
I can make it 22.
Okay.
Kala, what's your initiative?
15.
15. Basha?
17.
17. And Ged?
16.
Oh, I really hope the attacks don't have to be magical. Because that's bad news for me.
No. Sword as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean nothing.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to do great.
Well, no, just show off.
Well, I've got my Radiant Sunbolts as well.
I assume just to show off. Show what you can do.
I would just mean a literal sword because Lani could do axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that probably, it probably means like sword.
It's like, no, you haven't, as in, you have to go
melee
up.
attacks,
Well-
defending yourself, or
Yeah,
magic.
just attack the water. Is the general idea, I think.
Okay, Keiko, you're first up.
I am first. Okay. I am going to use a scorching ray
On the water?
on the water,
Okay.
not at the dragon, but
Boil that kettle.
yeah, pretty much. Okay. I create 3 fire rays as a ranged spell attack. So that is.
How far away is the dragon?
It's about maybe 20 to 25 feet away from you within the water itself, but because of the way it's looming over you, you can reach its head with melee attacks.
Right.
And it's not he's not making any attempt to move away from you or protect himself. He's almost like looking at you guys as if to say, yeah, fight me. Come on.
Okay.
Hit me!
I love this mental image of just like a big snake, just going like there and just going from all the attacks.
That is 12 plus. It's 15 to hit.
15 to hit, 15 hits.
Yay!
Roll your damage,
That
please, my dear.
is 3, so 2. Okay, so 2d6 for each. Oh wait. It's for each that hits. I fired 3 rays, so do I have to roll 3 d20s?
I believe you do.
Okay,
yes.
alright. So it's 1 that hits. That is 6, 3 is 9. That doesn't hit. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that does not hit.
And that's 15, 3 is 18. So 2 rays hit.
Yeah, 2 raise it.
So that is 6. 3 is 9.
So 9 points of
9
9
points.
points of boiling damage.
Yes, 9 points of boiling damage.
Okay, no problem. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I am good.
Okay, Lanius, it's your turn.
Okay. Guys, I'm gonna hit the dragon.
Just hit the dragon with an axe, that makes sense.
So he takes out his axe, he gets into a battle stance, and goes into a rage. I'm going to make this a reckless attack, so I have advantage.
Okey-dokey.
Goodness. Ooh, very nice.
24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm raging.
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
14 points of damage. All the awkward numbers.
So I'm just picturing him like taking a leap and slashing at his snout.
Yeah. And what happens is not so much like a blood spray as it is a water spray. Like there's just and you get soaked. And the dragon just sort of Shogunai just sort of blinks at you and like as if it's just been splashed in the face itself. Masha, it's your turn. Are you gonna crack out the staff?
Can you wither a water?
Can you wither a water?
Can you wither water?
Well, it's necrotic damage.
I mean, we're not necessarily like this doesn't appear to necessarily be a fight.
No.
as it
no,
were,
we're
as a-
showing off.
You can in fact wither water. It's right here in my notes.
Sure.
This might be stupid, but I gently place out my hand and cast Cure Wound on the injury that the dragon just had.
Roll your cure wounds. Roll your cure wounds. Roll your D8, love.
Okay.
What?
Plus 4.
Plus 4, 5.
Plus 4, 5.
Yeah.
And again, Shogunai sort of blinks at you, seeming more surprised than he was with Lanius, but then... You know what? Yeah.
Also, I'm out of level 1 spell slots, so...
Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
Can you do shield of faith as a bonus action?
No, I don't have spell slots left.
Oh.
Get it's your turn.
Oh god. I don't know what to do.
Just do.
Use witch bolt.
Just do warlock things.
Yeah.
Like.
I'll use.
Shield.
No.
I don't have a shield.
Use I'm Eldritch gonna
But
Blast
if you-
then. That's doing pretty good.
If you prove how tough you are, or how tough she is. You haven't cast them yet, have you?
Don't hit each other.
Don't hit each other, no.
Yeah.
Do not
Joe.
hit each other. He
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
not be happy if you start wailing on each other.
No, that's not the point of
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, I cast Witch Bolt.
Okay, roll to hit. I haven't seen a good witch bolt casting in a while.
And you probably won't now.
Remember, you have inspiration.
And you're gonna want it, because
Is that a 4?
I think it's a... Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4. Yeah, I'll choose my inspiration.
Roll it again. 12.
12.
12 plus.
Plus your spellcasting modifier,
6.
which is 18. That hits. Roll your damage. Roll that sweet, sweet d12.
Alright. Where's my d12? That's just
12!
Nice!
Yes.
Very nice.
Shogunai actually like reels back from that, and it's just like.
And you like maintain that spell as well for the next round.
Yeah,
So
the
it's like
$1 million
continual
witch
bolt of
bolt
lightning.
question: do you wish to sustain your witch bolt?
yes. Because I'm a coward and I don't know what will happen if it stops.
Kala, it's your turn.
I just step forward so that I'm as close to them as I can get, and just sort of look at it, wait for it. Second, I have shield ready to go as a reaction. I'll just stand there, wait and see if it hits me.
And he looks at you with a sort of question in his eyes, as if to say, "Are you sure?"
Oh boy.
Cool, 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 cool. Cool. I need more dice than I thought I
Oh
did.
no.
Bash is just
Hyperventilate.
like just preparing stay the dead, spare the dead.
Dying.
Stay the dead.
Oh, actually no. To be honest, she's very gentle repose right now.
Yeah, harsh.
Right.
Well, if I
I
go
mean,
up a
that
level,
is stay the dead.
yeah, if I go up,
Does 20 hit your AC?
It is. Just my AC is 20 right now.
Does 26 hit your AC?
Yes.
Oh.
No, 26 still. Yeah.
Great.
Am I in the initiative, by the way? I was 13.
You are, yeah, you're last.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I was
damn.
15.
God damn.
surprisingly
We did well.
Well, thank you for checking.
Yeah.
This is in the upper reaches of the maths that we were not taught how to do in primary school.
Oh god. Oh boy.
So, you perceive the full force of what is essentially a very watery headbutt
Okay.
for 52 points of damage.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
That was more than twice her HP.
That's why I asked, are you sure?
Oh no. Okay, I'm down.
You're not dead, you're dead.
You're
Yeah,
dead.
that's it.
That was a euphemism.
okay.
Oh god.
Yeah.
My Kala.
Okay, we were down. We didn't do a good job at protecting our daughter. Oh
I'm just screaming, cast the damn spell!
no! Oh my god!
I can't break initiative order to do gentle repose, can I?
What are you concentrating on? Oh shit, you've no spell slots left.
I do. I have
Gender
one for
repose
this.
level 2.
Okay.
I've saved it.
Okay, you cannot break initiative to do it, no.
Okay.
But
It'll be less than a minute. But
Yeah, yeah.
it'll be like
less than a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, my god! That's nice.
I accidentally killed someone.
I mean, you literally asked.
Yeah.
Oh, you were so confident going into this.
Yay!
I'm dragging your corpse back to the fucking temple.
Okay, well, Akika's seeing that.
Listen, like, it's lucky she's a necromancer. Wait.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to raise the dead.
In a grim twist of fate,
No,
Basha
it's
was the
not.
necromancer all along.
Oh.
Revivify doesn't count.
It's a necromancy.
It's a necromancy spell.
It's literally a necromancy
spells
spell.
are necromancy spells.
Yeah, but that one's just literally necromancer.
Welcome to the Ethics of Necromancy, Part 2.
This was Kala's whole point, so honestly, on the other side, she's like, see?
To get me? Okay,
Yeah, this is your story arc.
guys. Focus up.
Akika, what would you like to do?
I mean, seeing her seeing this, because I assume you just I assume you're training with the Raven Queen Temple just automatically.
When you die, you just
As
go.
soon as you die, you go like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Kika's like, I'm just gonna, with a big key, gonna just like fly directly at its face, and just with the butt of the staff, just swish it around and just, whoops, and just like, just sweep it through its face
With the staff.
with the butt of the staff.
Foot of the staff.
Yeah.
Okay, roll to hit.
Please be good.
Yay.
That is 18 to hit.
That hits, roll your damage.
Okay. Please be a good roll. That is 8 points of damage with the staff.
Cool.
And then as a bonus, I'm going to do a Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay.
That's not 20.
That was
Nice.
Roll double damage.
Okay.
Kala briefly goes back from the dead to say, nice.
Okay, that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points with the Radiant. And I'm going to spend a key point to do it again.
Okay, dokie.
Do it again.
That
Ooh,
is
nice.
That is 18 plus bunch.
That hits.
Okay. And that is 1, 2, 3, that is 6 damage.
Very nice.
So just beep boo. And I'm gonna fly down to her, just kind of like checking her.
She dead.
Yeah.
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 Not leaving it's me like. if possible.
I was
Because you were right
I
there.
was super
Sorry.
in the
I
melee.
should be,
that's
like,
the whole point.
I
Is
should be in
on
there checking on radius.
You were headbutting. You may be very far away right now.
Oh, you flew back like
Oh, fuck,
60
okay.
or so feet into the middle of the street, and people are just like,
Well, dead half
wow.
elf.
She hit her head really hard.
Like, what would we know that she's dead?
The Jackhaven kiss.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No.
I mean, you might have heard a shout come from behind you, just like, oh my god, she's dead!
I mean, this like just happened like
Yeah.
within the past like
6
second,
seconds.
basically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For me, I went up and healed the dragon, and then Callum went, "Come on, come on!"
I said it
dragon was just
nicer than that.
The dragon, who is named Shogunai, he has a name. His
Yeah.
name is
Yeah.
Shogunai.
Shogunai, yeah.
And he kind of like leans back and sort of like these two arms sort of come up out of the river, and he sort of like does this and it's like, to you, okay, that was cool.
You're still maintaining.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
just like crackling. on
And
his
what
face.
he does is with one of his hands, he like grasps the actual energy of the witch bolt itself and like pries it off himself, and then does like a little bit of a filing thing with it on his shoulder. Enough to pull a weird watery scale off of his shoulders. And as he pulls it away from himself, it becomes more solid and sort of like free. I can't believe she's still like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like while this is happening, we gotta
Impressed.
pick up on what's maybe kind of going on over here.
Well, that's
I'm just, yeah, you guys are doing that. I'm just still like, oh my god, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, we'll get to us in a second,
Scale,
yeah.
and it's sort of like once it's away from him, it looks like it's freezing
that's
in
pretty
midair, and like the tendrils of smoke start to come off it, and he holds it out to you. It's the size of a shield. It literally it looks like a shield made of ice.
Cool. That's really cool.
Thank you, sir.
And he nods, he bows his head very deeply, and then just sort of goes, phew, back into the water. That is not cold, by the way. It's actually quite warm to the touch.
Cool.
Hi there, and thank you for watching Dublin&Dragons. I won't interrupt for too long. I'm just here to tell you a little bit about battlebards.com. If you like our theme music or how the show sounds as a whole, then you should check out where we get our sounds from, battlebards.com. They have an amazing catalogue of ambient sound, background music, spell sound effects, and NPC dialogue that can take your game or podcast to a whole new level. Don't forget to use the coupon code Jackhaven to get 20% off your purchases. Alright, let's get back to the show.
Okay.
I bolt onto the street.
Yeah, gonna like.
To the
Oh my god, she's dead!
You're gonna fly back over and just stand by her.
I drop to my knees and immediately start going for the preparation for gentle repose. So I'm getting a pinch of salt,
Is she?
copper piece, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll stay back.
She actually.
She's dead.
Oh. This. I can fix this.
What?
I can fix this.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Then do it. Do it.
Okay.
I need. I guess so. I get a pinch of salt and one copper piece placed on each of the corpse's eyes, and they must remain there for the duration. And I said, tear some clothes and bind them around her eyes. I like.
Floor money coming
She's
in.
there. She's there.
Yeah.
She will stay in this state. She'll stay in this state for 10 days. I can fix this. I need all your money.
Does anyone have yurts that we can put over her eyes? Just like, she's lying there.
Not next to me. oh! I have 50-cent coins.
Okay.
50 seconds.
I got 2
There we go. 50 cents. We have 50 cents.
Just. We've got the €2 as well.
Here.
There's some money.
Now stay very still because you're dead. Because you decided you want to be hit headbutt by a dragon.
You chose this.
Trying not to get pink eye.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I can bring her back. I'm bringing her back.
Yeah, you are. It's okay.
How much do you need?
It's okay.
I need enough for a diamond.
Okay, how much? What? Sure. I'm just gonna give you all
Hold on,
my
hold on.
10 gold of my
You
money.
used to work for, you might know how much a diamond costs, because...
It's 300
It's-
gold.
It's 300
You're
gold.
dead.
dead.
Shut up.
For what you need, at least 300.
You hear
Yes.
my voice in your head saying it's a 300 gold diamond.
I'm going to bring
know,
you
it's
back
just
so I
going
can
to
kill you.
I can give you 70.
70. Okay, I have 37. What does
Okay.
everybody else have?
I have
It's
50.
a lot. It's just 10.
53.
You don't have enough.
I mean, I might have stuff to sell. Maybe, I don't know.
The flute. Can we sell the flute?
Sell it back.
Or to somebody else? We don't need it anymore.
That sounds. I mean,
We have-
just
so-
anything I'd say really.
So we have. So we
Or-
current. Yeah.
We asked the princess for it.
We asked the princess for it. We have 10 days.
She doesn't want our deaths on her conscience.
Okay. We go.
We go
to the
we
princess.
Go now.
She's a princess. She's got diamonds
I give
or access to diamonds. I don't know.
Hoosh, Kala over my shoulder, like, Kala, all right, let's go.
Well, see, after this fight, I'm dangerously lucid. I really think we should go to the
You're
pub.
very sober. You sweat
Yeah.
all the alcohol out.
Yeah, I think we should go to the pub first.
I place Patrick
No,
down,
you've got
Kala
the
down gently.
scale, that's-
I walk over and just wrap my hands around you and say, we're gonna. Okay.
Hey, we've got this girl. Let's just go. Let's go. Come on.
Move.
Okay.
With heavy hearts and a heavy burden, you bring.
And a heavy
You know what? Like,
sister.
I'm like 90 pounds. Come on.
As someone who weighs 90 pounds,
I know.
I'm not heavy.
And a quite light sister. Go on.
You guys take the long walk back to the Queen's Gardens as dusk begins to gather in the distance. And in the growing shade of Her Majesty, you find Morinth sitting, carving something out of wood. A tiny figure wearing a poncho and a sombrero. And she looks up when she sees you approaching, when your shadows darken her figurative doorstep because she's sitting under a tree. And she sees Kala and says, "Oh dear, I wasn't expecting it to happen that quickly. I told you I didn't want these deaths on my conscience. Why did you bring her here?"
We can fix this. I need a diamond. We have your damn scale. Give me a diamond.
What kind of diamond do you need?
It has to be worth at least 300.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've got access to something like that. At least the cost of it.
Don't patronize me.
I mean, anything.
There.
I'll get you a diamond.
I need it within 10 days. Preferably sooner.
I can get it to you within the hour.
Okay.
Even better.
Thank you.
Take her to the Stag's Head.
I'll get what else I need to prepare for the ritual.
If Hjortir asks questions, tell him I'm covering it.
Okay.
I'll see you there at dusk.
At dusk.
Okay. Do you want to take a loose wagon with a corpse back to the
Really? I mean, it might be a little better than walking with a corpse back to the
don't
Stag's
worry.
Head.
I'm afraid
She's
my
dead
copper
tired.
bits are currently in use.
Get out! No.
He said we might take a cart. She's dead tired.
Ding ding.
Stag's I just get in the thing, just sit there. Stag's head.
Ding ding. And the three carts take you all the way back to the Stag's Head, to enter the Stag's Arse, and drop you off and do their usual ding ding ding, like to
Yeah.
Kala, just like
Yeah.
ding ding ding.
It's
ding,
just gonna cover that.
Yeah.
ding ding, and they head off. Hjortir is too busy to ask questions, but he does give you guys a look as you bring this very unconscious looking person up the stairs and lay her out on her bed, waiting for Princess Morinth to come back with her diamond. And that's where I'm ending this episode.
Attack movement.